Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the LAN Party Podcast. Today is Tuesday, January 29th.
It is January 29th. My weather tech floor mats are supposed to be here today, but they won't be. They lied to me.
They'll be here the other tomorrow.
Right, yep. So yeah, it is Tuesday. We are here. Actually, only 5 minutes late today instead of the usual 7.
Impressive.
We've got a very energetic-looking audience of people here. We got Nick. He's doing some research on his phone. Nate just woke up like a few minutes ago and was miserable, so...
And I'm pretty happy to be here. I got free beer.
It's true. Draft beer. As those of you who have been watching my Sea of Thieves streams know that I bought one of those sub home tap machines, and it came in yesterday, much to my surprise, and I've been using the hell out of it. It's really nice. Glad to have draft beer at home. But there is a couple things I want to talk about. This week I don't think is going to be near as angry of a podcast as last week.
It's not going to be a rage cast this time.
But there are still some things that I want to discuss. And I just want to go ahead and come out of the gate talking about EA. So you all remember the whole loot box scandal that Belgium was...
Yeah, that's the news.
Yeah, Belgium was going after EA and banned loot boxes in their country because they were considered gambling.
Yeah, like...
And EA finally stopped.
EA backed down.
Yeah, and EA finally was just... And what's funny is
their quote.
Like, yeah, they're still like, well, we don't necessarally agree with
That's
Belgium's
exactly
own
what it
goddamn
is.
laws.
They're like, we're not sure we agree with their interpretations of the laws. I'm like, you don't agree with the interpretations of the laws they made?
Yeah, they made the law.
They basically made them for your company because you did this.
I think Belgium's response the first time this was going around, and it's like, even if you argue that this isn't the case in our laws, we're gonna add a clause to make it to explicitly cover this stuff.
It's so dumb. Like, games as a service is getting out of hand. So,
yeah,
I can't stress enough, and that kind of segues into the Anthem thing. So for anybody who has not pre-ordered Anthem, smart on you. What the hell was that?
It was a pop-up video.
For those of you who have not pre-ordered Anthem yet, don't, for one. 2, there is an open demo starting on the weekend of February 1st. It's February 1st through February 3rd, at least for PC. I think it's for every console, but you will be able to download and play the Anthem demo for, 3 days? 4 days? If you're interested in the game, I encourage you to download it and try it. I plan on downloading it and trying it. But I will not pre-order it, even if I like the demo.
Yeah, please do not pre-order it.
Here is why. There are leaked images of the microtransaction economy within Anthem out on the internet.
Oh boy.
And it mirrors almost identically to Fortnite's microtransaction economy when it comes to cosmetics. Whereas there is a currency that you can earn within the game. For instance, an armor set. A suit of armor, like an armor cosmetic set for your javelin.
All right.
You can earn 40,000 whatever currency the in-game currency is and buy the set.
No big deal.
Which we don't know how fast you earn money in that game. But
it's cosmetic.
The premium currency is half as much.
Oh boy.
20,000 of the premium currency, which you get about 1,000, or you get about, it's 2,000. You get about 100 points. So it's 4,000 regular, 2,000 premium, and you get about 100 points $1. So for $20, you get 2,000 points. So this cosmetic armor set that you can buy is $20 fucking dollars.
Yikes.
Wow.
Big yikes. I wonder how much that translates to in-game time.
That's my concern. If Star Wars Battlefront 2 is anything to go off of...
Yeah, if it's worth 20 in-game... If it's worth 20 real dollars...
It's probably 200 hours.
Yeah, what does that translate to in hours?
And it's really funny because they very cleverly left out the microtransaction structure in the demo so that people can't get in like they did in Battlefield 2 and rip them to pieces over it, or Battlefront 2. In Battlefront 2, apparently the store front was there in the demo or beta or whatever. Like, players could see it before they bought the game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what caused this huge...
They could buy stuff.
Yeah.
It was really all there. They could buy stuff.
And, like, it caused this huge backlash. And so EA's probably... I guarantee you EA looked at BioWare and went, yeah, don't put the store stuff in yet.
Yeah, don't implement that in the menus yet.
Wait until the game launches. Which is exactly why people should be extremely cautious with this game. This game, post this demo, has lost pre-orders. People have canceled their pre-order on this game based off the demo. First and foremost, they claim that they're using an old build of the game for the demo.
Yeah, they said it's
6 weeks or 6 weeks or 6 months or something like that.
6 months out of date. Like, why the fuck would you why would you put your worst foot forward on a demo?
Which makes me believe that I don't think they would. Because EA needs so desperately right now to have...
They need to make every move right. So I bet you they're just saying that so people
don't worry about the game being crap. It is plagued with bugs. People on consoles are having, like, tremendously bad frame drops. Like, ridiculously so.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, PC people are getting black screens, crashing to desktop, infinite load screens. And the sucky part is people are like, the gameplay when it is there is super fun. Like, you get a group of friends together and you go out and, you know, you do your missions and you kill all these enemies. It's fun. But it's broken. And the game comes out in less than a month.
Yeah.
And people are like, I don't think they could fix this in 6 weeks. There's no way.
Yeah, I know, right?
So, to any of you that are interested or on the fence about Anthem, like I think most of the people in this room are, I was interested in Anthem. I think Tyler was interested in Anthem. Nate, I'm not sure. You've been kind of quiet on the subject, but when it first was announced at E3, you seemed pretty interested in it. You thought it looked pretty cool. And Nick, as far as I'm aware, you thought it would be a pretty good game too, but
Yeah, it looks neat.
But then EA happened, and
then we're like,
Yeah, everybody sees the big EA looming behind BioWare who's doing their thing. And what it looks like making a really great-looking game, beautiful game with some interesting gameplay and movement options and all this other stuff. But then you have EA looming over it.
Their stocks dropped. I think I read somewhere their stocks dropped like
over
2%. Yeah, $70 a share.
Yeah, over 2%. Like
it was from like 135 to $93 or something like that.
It's 88 right now.
So it's dropped even further since that was announced. And Wall Street, the people near the stock market, are literally like, they need to delay this game. People who don't play video games are like, they need to delay this game.
Or like, you need to release a full product. Like, that's sad.
And here's the thing about the microtransaction thing with it being compared to Fortnite. Everybody's like, well, if it's okay in Fortnite, why is it not okay in Anthem? I'm like, because you spend $60 for Anthem, and then you have to pay more money on top of that. Fortnite is free. It is free to play.
Yeah, it's free. That's the one catch-all. If everybody's like, Fortnite's microtransactions are shitty, it's like, well, it's free.
It's a free game.
And
so you can buy 3 of those armor sets before you pay for the value of Anthem.
Right.
It's bad. It's not looking good at all. It's really not. And it sucks because I want so much for this game to be good. Not because I want EA to get back on their feet. I truthfully want EA to just go under.
But I don't want BioWare to go under.
I've also heard, though, that BioWare is not entirely innocent in this situation either. I've heard they've made some decisions that were maybe not so good. Apparently, they did not fight the microtransaction thing very well or very hard.
Well, maybe they didn't really have a choice to.
But I found out that's what drove Bungie and Activision apart. Activision wanted to roll out more microtransactions similar to what they did in the new Black Ops game. And Bungie's like, no, we won't do that.
That's kind of shitty. That's trashy. Like, we've been trashing this whole thing enough.
And so Activision's like, fine, we don't want a part of this anymore. And Bungie's like, thank God, get the fuck out. There's the door. Don't let it hit you on the ass.
I'm keeping the baby, by the way.
I mean, it's...
I really love the divorce analogy with that. I love it so much.
So it's, I don't know, but it's, the Anthem is on shaky ground right now. Like this demo has really shot EA in the foot, because I think it gave just enough away for people to be like, I don't want this. I don't. And somebody replied to that picture too of the economy, like that leaked image of the storefront. And they're like, we just want everybody to know that our economy prices are always changing on an almost daily basis, and they probably won't be set in stone until almost the day before launch. I'm like, but it shouldn't be this extreme.
Yeah, especially on a retail priced game.
Right.
That's what God damn it. That's what everybody's problem was with Black Ops and Call of Duty and stuff like that. It's just like, not that it had microtransactions, that you're paying $60 for a full price game, and then you're on top of that you're paying $2, $1, $5.
That was what got everybody mad. It was the nickel and diming bullshit that they did. You need to pay 50 cents for a red dot site.
Not a site. The dot.
Yeah, just the dot, not the site. You get the site, you have to pay 50 cents for the dot. Are you kidding me? You cannot be serious. It's so, the microtransactions have just exploded. I feel like we're repeating last week's podcast, but every time we talk about this shit, it makes me mad.
Yeah,
it makes me so angry.
Like, what? How hard is it? How hard is it, honestly?
It's not. Just make a good game that doesn't need microtransactions. And I know it's going to get microtransactions, but again, look at Sea of Thieves. It is a good game with no microtransactions.
It's fun to play at the very least.
Oh, speaking of Sea of Thieves, those of you who were on the stream last night, you'll find this interesting. Nate, we finally found a ship and a crew that was fun to fight.
Yeah, they actually put up a naval fight.
There was a naval fight. They weren't just ditching people off on the ships and trying to drop anchor and run away. Like, we actually had a naval fight, and they were using the brigantine right. They weren't getting right up next to us and broadsiding us. They were keeping their distance and just doing good quick gun passes, and they were getting good shots. Like, I didn't ever feel like we were in danger of sinking, but I was constantly excited about the next move. Like, it was really, really fun. They sucked at PvP. Absolute trash when it came to player versus player. Soon as Ray got on their ship and dumped the anchor, they were dead. Like, within 45 seconds, the ship was gone. But the naval combat was awesome. And we got loot off of them, which was even better. Not very often. I think that was probably the first time we've ever had a good naval fight in that game. I don't think... I've played since launch, and I don't really think we've had any notable sea battles with other crews. Most of the time, they're bad. That one was exciting. And they never tried running, either. Like, they fought us, and they fought with loot. Just like us, they risked their loot in the battle, which I genuinely enjoyed that fight. Like, it was a good fight. I'm like, we could have sank, and I would have been bummed out because I lost a bunch of gold, and Tyler would have been pretty salty because we had like 3 forts worth of loot on board, and he would have lost all that rep. But I would have not been that upset because the fight would have been so fucking fun. Like, absolute fun. I've not had a moment like that in a long time. It was pretty great. Not too often that you get good, fun moments in games.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, Nate, talk about something. Say something gaming-wise to talk about. Wake up. Wake yourself up. I don't care if you have to yell at, bitch and moan about something that you hate about the gaming industry. Just do it. Anything.
Did you guys talk about how Anthem was being removed from Steam?
Was it on Steam?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was Anthem.
Was it on Steam?
For pre-order? No, wait. Maybe it was Metro, the new Metro game, maybe.
Oh, isn't that coming out soon though? I was actually kind of stoked about that game.
I don't know. I haven't really kept up with it.
I don't know, but I remember the E3 reveal.
Coming up with it.
You sent me a video, and Nate sent me a video, and both of you were pretty like.
Because I played the other two, and it's like, this is pretty freaking cool.
And it looked gorgeous. Like, the game looked fantastic as far as graphics and engine are concerned.
Yeah. And gameplay-wise, it's like, they're really fun.
And I think this one's co-op.
I haven't really looked into it.
I haven't either.
I gotta look it up.
I don't know what's up.
Yeah, it's Metro Exodus. It's being removed from Steam. It's only gonna be available on the Epic Store. Everybody's like, well, I guess we're not buying it now.
Why is
getting it.
everybody doing that?
Not getting it. Sorry, I'm not.
I know. I mean, I know why. I know because Steam takes like 30% of sales. I get that. I get you make more money off Steam, but I feel like you also lose money by the sales that you lose on Steam.
Yeah, and also another thing is like Epic Game Store is Chinese spyware. It literally is run by fucking Tencent. Their surveillance company.
I can't like. I hated it when Bethesda's like 76 isn't gonna be on the Steam store, and I'm like, why can't we just make everything Steam?
Everybody's like, how to ruin a good game in one easy step.
Remove it from Steam. And it'd be one thing if you didn't announce that it would be on Steam, but when you remove it this close to launch, because they're 2 months out of launch now, if it comes out in March.
What did they do about all the pre-purchases?
They're gonna honor the pre-purchases, but they're gonna be removing it from Steam.
That's just dumb. I hate it.
They have to play it through the Epic launcher.
Why does everybody have to have their own fucking launcher? That makes the life for PC gamers stupid too. Because then you gotta boot up all these fucking launchers every time you start your computer. Gotta have Origin open, I gotta have Uplay open, I gotta have Battle.net open, I have to have the Bethesda launcher open, I have to have Steam open, I have to have the Epic Games open or whatever.
Uplay.
Like, why can't we just not?
Because that would be way too easy. It'd make too much sense.
I know it's a budget thing. I know, but they're doing it because I guarantee you that's the only reason. They're not like, I fucking hate PC people, so we're going to put our own launcher out. I guarantee you it's because they can't make full profit off of their game through Steam. But still, I feel like there becomes a point where you start to lose money, not losing money, essentially. Not letting Steam take your money or take a cut of your sales. You're going to lose sales because people aren't going to want to play your game if it's not on Steam. Because
Steam is so easy to use.
It's so easy to use. I have so much.
If you're going to make your own launcher, you've got to make it easy to use.
Bethesda. Yeah, try not to delete the game every time you start the launcher.
Yeah, try not to make your launcher delete the fucking game. That's step one.
Hell, they could have put it on the Microsoft Store for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
It's not technically a launcher because it's on your computer.
You know what's hilarious? The Skyrim with Friends mod delivering the actual multiplayer experience that people wanted from Bethesda games.
Yeah.
For free. Whereas, Fallout 76 is tripping over its own feet and then landing in its own feces and saying it was planned.
Fallout 76 is... It's got problems. They did just release a patch today, by the way.
Oh, did they really? Did it finally patch out the developer room?
Implementing some balance fixes, because there were some balances. Like, you can no longer carry more than 1,500 pounds worth of, like above your carry weight. So, like, if your carry weight is 200 pounds, you'll only be able to carry 1,700 pounds of equipment. For those of you that have that problem, how?
Well, honestly, I think a lot of it came from people who just got so tired of the stash box and dumped everything into agility, because that's your action points. And as you're moving, those go down. So it's like they're just like, I don't care. I'm carrying 1,000 pounds. I just have to move a little bit, then stop. Move a little bit, then stop, and then.
That would make me so angry if I had to do that. That would be absolutely miserable.
You did it all the time. You were constantly over encumbered.
Yes, and it annoys the piss out of me. I can't even imagine having 1,500 pounds worth of crap in my inventory.
So wait, you move at normal speed, it just uses action points?
Yeah, but you can't sprint.
Why didn't they just do it like every other Fallout game to where you walk if you're over encumbered?
Yeah, that would make people not be over encumbered. But like,
hey, Black Rose.
Could you imagine? Welcome to the stream, Black Rose. Could you imagine, like, it's like your buddy's like, hey, do you have any screws? Be like, hold on.
Let me
I'm still looking. Hang on. I just got to the bees.
It's like Oblivion and their menu management, their miscellaneous tab had scrolls, books, keys, and miscellaneous items at the bottom. So
if you want your repair hammers, they're all the way
yeah, they're
down.
all the way at the fucking bottom of the menu, and you have late game. You have so many goddamn keys. It's not even funny.
Yeah,
like they need a separate keyring tab for that shit.
Yeah, because it's not like what was it? Fallout, basically from Fallout 3 on, where everything had a key ring. No.
Yeah.
You had.
Once you acquire a certain number
Yeah,
of keys, you get a key ring.
You had keys. It listed your individual keys. Like, say you killed this NPC and took their house key. Now that is in your keys. Or you got a key from a quest.
You could drop them or put them in a chest.
Yeah, now you can't even do that, and they don't take any weight, and you can't drop them.
Yeah, they didn't weigh. Well,
they didn't. Most of them didn't weigh anything.
Some of them weighed 0.1. It was dumb.
You mean like the bobby pins in Fallout 76?
No shit. I started selling those. I was like, I'm not gonna use these. So
The fact that they have a weight is fucking stupid, and the fact that it is 1/10 of a pound.
for one bobby pin, that better be like a lead bobby pin.
Right.
That never fucking breaks.
No, that's why they break all the time. But it's so soft.
That's true. But, like, honestly, that should weigh 0.01.
Right.
Yes, sir.
0.01 for a bobby pin. Because that means when you carry 10 bobby pins, you now have a pound of bobby pins. 10!
Or in my case, where I was carrying 70, didn't really think about it because it's like, oh, it's bobby pins. And I realized, oh, they have a weight. How many I got? 70. Oh.
You have 7 pounds worth of bobby pins.
Yeah.
Can you imagine carrying 7 pounds of bobby pins in real
You would
life?
need a backpack.
7 pounds of bobby pins. Like, I know they're steel, but come on.
Like, that's ridiculous. Some of the weights and stuff. They did properly fix the Radaway glitch, so now when you have that perk that reduces the carry weight of chems, it applies to Radaway now. It didn't apply to Radaway before. I actually had to get rid of some Radaway because I had like 160 Radaway, and it was weighing me down.
Yeah. I stopped.
It's like in Oblivion
like
where
at least
arrows
40
weigh
pounds.
things.
Yeah.
It's like in Oblivion when arrows weighed things. And you'd walk around as you do in Bethesda games, 1 pound away from being over encumbered.
Yep.
And then somebody shoots you with an arrow, and then it goes into your inventory after a little while, and then all of a sudden you can't fucking move.
No, it's immediate. It's like a 50-50 chance of like you getting hit with an arrow, whether or not you keep it.
And then you can't fucking move, and then you're just like, what the fuck just
You're like,
happened?
on the surface, that sounds like a good thing. But then when it happens, and you're almost over encumbered, and it pushes you over the limit, you're like, I don't really want that arrow.
Yeah. Well, you see in Oblivion, once you got to a certain point, like Daedric arrows weighed 0.3 pounds apiece.
Yeah, Daedric arrows are heavy as fuck. They're super heavy.
Yeah.
Not to mention the bows, too. The bows weigh like... The Daedric bows weigh 13 pounds.
No, it was like 40 something.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Item weight in Oblivion was ridiculous.
yeah, they
Considering
were silly.
your max is 500.
I wish I had 500 pounds of carry weight in Fallout.
And then my brother always uses alteration magic, so he has a carry weight of over 2,000 pounds.
Yeah.
He's like, I moved. It only took me 3 trips.
No, that's when you cast it, fast travel, then go.
Oh, he doesn't fast travel because he's a vampire.
That's his
Oh, wait,
mistake.
no. He does fast travel. The problem is waiting. He can't wait or
Yep.
sleep.
That's why being a vampire in Oblivion sucks ass.
Can't relate.
Yeah, it's like, you know.
Black Rose says she looked up the weight of bobby pins to see if she can give us some stats, but everything is related to Fallout, so it's a common problem.
Well, I don't fucking blame them. I have bullets that weigh less than bobby pins in Fallout.
Yeah, seriously. The 45s weigh like .005. Explain that one to me.
I want you to hold a bobby pin in one hand and a 45 round in the other, and tell me which one you think is heavier.
Yeah, one's made of super thin steel and plastic, and the other one's made of
Lead and brass.
lead and gunpowder. Brass, lead, and gunpowder.
Yeah.
Which one's heavier? Take a guess.
I mean, fucking 5mm ammo, fortunately, doesn't weigh anything.
Yeah, isn't it like .001?
No, nothing. Literally 000.
Huh.
I don't even know why they literally have 3 zeros after the decimal. It says 0.000.
Said
It's
high
prob-
like
there's
half
probably
an
a-
hour
There's
ago.
probably a fourth number of 1. They just didn't put it in there.
I thought that too, and I put all of my 5mm ammo in. This is when I had like 1,700 rounds. Nothing. Didn't lose a pound. Didn't gain any weight. Just didn't do anything.
Too bad there's no rifles that shoot that.
Yeah, no shit. I think they do it because they know how fast you're gonna churn through 5mm ammo. Because you're either using it with the Gatling gun or the minigun. And both of those guns, the minigun especially, is pretty quick fire, you know.
What? A minigun is a rapid fire
I know, right?
super rapid fire gun? That's crazy.
So,
That's probably what pissed me off. It's like your most common weapon, rifles, have no way to reduce their weight. So you'd be walking around with a 20-pound combat rifle compared to, my 7-pound minigun because I've got.
or you can be Nate and just be a glass cannon and fucking kill people 30 levels higher than you with 3 shots. I swear to you, I guarantee you that dude thought you were hacking. No doubt in my mind.
Probably.
That's how I played Dark Souls 3.
This motherfucker, literally, dude was what, level 89?
Something like that.
And we were in the low 50s.
Mm-hmm.
And he was trying to take our fucking camp. Like our workshop that we had worked on, because we were farming fusion cores back when you could actually do that. And he came in and he started taking it. And Nate ran over there and started shooting at him. And Nate is a bullet sponge. When he takes fire, he almost dies. Like, it doesn't take much to kill him. And if you ran over there and
He
started...
killed me the first
Yeah,
time.
he killed you.
Absolutely slaughtered me.
Yeah. And Nate's like, these guys are too tough. And so I went over there and distracted him. And all of a sudden, I'm watching his health. And, I'm shooting him. And his health is going down a little bit. And then it goes, whoop. And I'm like, what the fuck? And all I just hear is, psh, psh, and the guy just drops dead. And he's not dead that he can be revived. He's dead. Like, he is beyond the point of return. I'm like, what just happened? Nate's like, I killed him.
With what? Hunting rifle.
The best part was when he came back and it was nighttime and I killed him in one hit.
Yeah, like he one-tapped this dude because you've got a buff that gives you had a shitload of buffs on. I can't remember all the buffs you had.
A buff, just a bit. We had a buff for sniper rifles, a buff for
Sneak attacks.
sneak attacks, a buff for silenced weapons, a buff for nighttime attacks, and there was another buff I think, but I don't remember what it was.
He essentially, you did like what, 10 times your damage in one shot?
It was ridiculous. As you can tell from me, one-shotting him in power armor.
Yeah, he was in power armor.
Oh, God.
He was 30 levels higher than us in power armor. And
Man.
Nate's just like, pop, and he just
How
drops.
the fuck did you spec your character? Jesus Christ.
It's literally a glass cannon. Like, I have no armor, but especially at nighttime, if I've got my sniper rifle, I can, like, one-shot everything.
Plus, he's harder to detect, too. You've got a perk that increases your...
my agility is maxed, and my sneaking is, like, ridiculous.
Well,
Like, he can literally walk in front of hordes of super mutants, and they won't see him. Like,
it also helps
Hashtag
when-
Bethesda
when,
thinking.
when he's playing with us. It's like, we're stomping around, shooting shit, and he's just back in the back. It's like,
well, the best part is, like, we'll be like, how do we get past them? There's tons of enemies there. He's just like, just walk past them. We're like, we can't do that. And he's like, watch. And he just crouches and walks right in front of him. I'm like, we can't do that.
Or I've seen you do this a couple times. We'll be discussing. It's like, all right, how do we take him out? It's like he's still catching up. He comes up, start going. It's dead, and we're like,
He fucking. We were like, I needed alpha somethings for the Enclave thing. I needed to kill legendary enemies, and we had a legendary Deathclaw. And I'm like, oh, let's team up and kill this legendary Deathclaw. And it was a regular Deathclaw. It wasn't like an alpha or a chameleon or anything like that. But it was level like 47, and we were in our low 40s at that time. And Nate's like, all right, I'm gonna start him and get him weak, and then you're just gonna swoop in and start shooting him. I'm like, sounds great. And Nate shoots him, and just Deathclaw dies. And I'm like, what the crap?
Oops. Sorry, man.
I'm like One Punch Man.
That's why he got to like so many levels higher than us. It was like because we couldn't get the XP for anything.
Exactly.
I mean, that's how I play Dark Souls 3. I can literally kill players. I can kill players in 4 hits.
It's ridiculous. But like, and he's like, we've adapted the strategy that if we're trying to kill specific enemies for our quests, we have to shoot first, and then he shoots.
So you guys get the points for actually attacking the creature at least?
It's ridiculous.
Yes, because as long as you deal damage once, you get XP.
You get pretty much full XP. Like, you don't really get like, it's pretty much, if you were a part of killing the creature, you get full XP for it, even if you just do 12 points of damage to it.
Nice.
The trick comes in hitting them before he does.
Mm-hmm. For the longest time, he was like 20 levels ahead of me, and we're running into combat. I'm like, all right, here we go, and I pull out my pipe revolver, and just enemies die, and I'm like, dude, so you gotta shoot faster. I'm like, I can't. It's so annoying. Your fucking sneak attacks. Yet, the problem is, the times where it would be really effective to have, like, super amounts of damage done, like Scorch Beast's attacks, he can't do, he's pretty much useless. Like, he runs away from, like, you don't run away, but you'll fight for a few seconds, and if the battle seems futile, you're just like, all right, bye. And you leave everybody else to do it, and you just go and run to the hills.
Oh, guys, I forgot. You know the jacket? Fallout 76 jacket?
No.
They're selling now? Hold on, let me send you a picture.
Oh, you haven't seen that?
No.
Yeah, they're selling.
Let me send a picture.
It looks like the jacket looks like a.
Hold on,
suit.
shush. Let me send a picture in the group.
You're
chat.
shushing the last person that you need to be. You need to think wisely about.
I want him to see the jacket before you describe it.
Oh.
I don't think I've seen this jacket. I might have.
I sent it in the group chat.
But okay, it looks like the top part of a.
Of a vault jacket.
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat.
How much would you pay for that?
I don't know. $100, $120.
How much would you pay for that, Nate?
I already know how much it is, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. It's
$276.
And it comes with a bag.
Guess what the bag is?
Nylon.
Ding ding.
Look, it's cool, but I ain't paying $276 for that.
I mean, it's such an ugly color of blue.
I would say $150 tops because it's a collector's jacket.
I asked my brother about it, and he's like, you know, $80. $80
Well,
for like a jacket.
It's a
but
genuine leather jacket, right?
Yeah, supposedly.
Yeah, this is
Well, you know, they're gonna release it, and they're gonna say that there's a shortage of
leather, so we made it out of
lambskin.
vinyl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna think. I was gonna say suede, but that's still a little too expensive for.
I
them.
mean, my leather jacket was a real leather jacket, and that was $100. So like $150, I could pay $150, give or take some, for a collector's edition leather jacket. $276? Nope, sorry, I'm out. Bye.
Yeah, you know it's not top quality because they're dyeing it blue.
Yeah,
So it's like you don't have to use top quality.
and you're
leather.
not gonna wear it.
I'm also gonna send another pic that is actually a promo pic for the jacket.
What was the one you just sent?
It's a promo pic. This is another one from a different angle of somebody not wearing the jacket. Would you still spend $150 on that? Look how wrinkly it is.
I mean, is that a promo shot, or is that just a shot that somebody took after they ordered it?
It's a promo shot. I don't think it's released yet.
So that came straight from Bethesda.
Supposedly.
I don't know. I read descriptions too. I don't buy things specifically off of the appearance. If I read the description and they're like genuine high quality leather for $150, I'm like, yeah, I'd buy that.
Well,
Genuine high quality leather for $276. Nope, won't buy that.
high quality is in air quotes because it's lambskin, which is not the best quality stuff you can get.
I don't really think they're selling it to people that are planning on wearing it on a daily basis, though, either.
Still, would you wear that ever?
I mean, I
That's
might
my
wear it a time or two, yeah, like to gaming events, but I like
yeah, to gaming events. That's basically it.
or for like gaming themed things, or if I'm, but like I'm not gonna spend $300 on a
Not
jacket.
spending $300 on a.
I can get a
blue
custom. A matter of fact, I'm looking into getting a custom fitted leather jacket for half that.
Right? Jesus.
Because my leather jacket really doesn't fit me. I need a new one. It's not. I haven't grown since I bought it, but I am not a medium. But I am not a tall, or I'm not a large. I am a medium tall. My sleeves, when I stick my arms out, come up to here on my jacket. Jackets are supposed to keep you warm, not be baseball tees with zippers.
Yeah. I mean, I fit in your jacket better than you do.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like you're also a lanky bitch.
Well, but like
your torso is like a
tall.
medium size.
It's medium, yeah.
It's a medium size, but your arms are a lot longer because you're tall.
Yeah,
Your
so
arms
like
and legs are really long.
if I wear a large shirt, they're deep. Like they fit me lengthwise, but they're deep as shit because like they're designed for large and I am narrow. But if I buy a medium shirt, they're a little snug, they're too short at the waist, and the sleeves are like just below my shoulder. So I have to get I want to get a custom fitted leather jacket, like a nice custom leather jacket that's fitted to my measurements so that it will fit me the right way.
Black Rose loves the lanky bitch comment.
Well, thank you. It's also true. Planning on streaming anything this evening? Maybe. Chances are slim, though. I have to work early tomorrow morning, and I am updating the system in my dad's car tonight after dinner. So, I don't know.
You have to update it?
Well, it's from 2011.
So?
Well, 2011, the new bridge wasn't built.
Oh, yeah.
So, if he ever uses the new bridge, much like Nate's car, it looks like he's driving in the Ohio River.
Yeah, driving across land.
And then if he uses his map can actually toggle between preferences, and you can have it skip toll roads in his navigation system. But since it doesn't know that the bridges are tolled, when he skips toll roads, it still takes him down 65 instead of around on 265. So minor things like that. More gas stations, I'm sure, have been built. The map has been, populated since then.
Little bit more updated.
So, it's free. I mean, I didn't know it was free until Nate said it was. I thought you had to take it to a dealership and have it done.
Yeah, he just never does it.
Why don't you do it? It's super easy.
He's lazy.
You don't have to connect your car to
I
Wi-Fi.
don't know how to do it.
You go to the website, you put your car's VIN in, and you tell it which version of sync you have, and then it'll download it to a computer, and you just load it onto your flash drive and plug the flash drive into your car.
Well, send me the link, because I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I will. It's easy. I mean, the longest process is installing it on the car. It says it could take up to 30 minutes, and the car has to be on and running while you do that.
Yeah, because you don't want your battery to die.
Yeah.
Which I really doubt it would die, but it will turn itself off.
Yeah, so it's it's a pretty simple process, but
For sure.
my dad needs it done. I'm just crossing my fingers that it doesn't completely change the interface, because I think he's just now starting to learn that car, and I don't want to give him another reason to hate that car. Because he's finally starting to like it. He really likes the fact that he can just load a CD into it, rip it off onto the car's hard drive, and pull the CD out.
That car has a hard drive?
Yes, it has a 10 gigabyte hard drive. It'll hold 3,200 songs.
That's pretty cool.
Damn.
He can just put a CD into the CD player and push a button, and it'll rip all the tracks off the CD and save it into what the car calls the jukebox. And then you can shuffle the jukebox, or you can search through artists and shuffle artists, or
It's pretty neat.
It's
actually.
freaking cool.
It's like an MP3 player inside
Why
your.
isn't that a more common thing?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's really cool. I wish my
I
car
guess
had
it's
that.
because CDs started going away right around then.
Yeah, I mean,
I
at the
don't
same
have a CD
time, it's like
player in
that
my
would-
car.
you don't have
That's probably why.
you don't have a fucking aux cord either, though.
I have a aux cord.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I just
Okay.
don't have a CD player. My car's not that new.
I just think that would be ideal because, like, granted, CD player. I mean, people don't buy CDs as often anymore, but that is still something like you should just put CDs in cars still, because you're talking. How much is a CD player to buy?
I know.
Like $15. It can't be that expensive to put one in your car.
Right.
I know.
Well, the problem
that
is how am I supposed to put it in my car?
Well, I know.
I know something like that, like a hard drive would save, and like my dad's truck would save him a shit ton of headaches
Mm-hmm.
because he always uses his iPod,
Right.
listen to custom music.
And you have to, switch use
Use your iPod to switch the.
Yeah,
music
and
and
half
stuff.
the time the Chevy infotainment system or whatever the hell it's called doesn't like it, so it doesn't want to work.
Well, and the other thing is, with the jukebox, you can use the steering wheel media controls. So if you want to pause it, you can just push the pause button. Granted, his media controls don't work on his steering wheel, but like Nate's, for instance, you've got media controls on yours, right?
Yeah,
You
I've
can
got
pause and play music from your steering wheel.
I usually
I've got
use
controls on-
Pandora on my little thing.
But
yeah,
you can
I've
just
got media controls on my
Does it-
stuff
does-
too, and I've also got the ability to control the infotainment
Can he
without touching the screen.
can he use the Pandora app on his thing?
I don't
well?
think his. I think his was before the Pandora app was a thing.
Mm.
He can stream Pandora on his phone and connect his phone to Bluetooth on his car, which is virtually the same thing. But, well, what a lot of cars are going to now though is you can, or they've got USB drives. So why not still have a hard drive in the car, and you can just load your music onto a thumb drive, pop the thumb drive in, and then.
I'm gonna look through my thing because I think my car might have the ability to do that.
Because then you can just load all your music onto a thumb drive, pop the thumb drive in, and put all your music in your car. Which would still be... I think the idea of a built-in hard drive in a car was a fantastic idea. And I don't know why we still don't do that regularly.
Yeah, seriously.
It's a 10 gigabyte hard drive. You can buy a 60 gigabyte hard drive for like $30. Or a 1 terabyte for 60. I don't even think you sell 60 gigabyte hard drives, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, hard drives are cheap.
Yeah.
So it can't be that expensive to put one in your car.
And they're small, so you can't tell me it's a space thing.
No. And it's a 5,200 pound car. You can't tell me that it's a space thing.
Or a weight thing.
Or a weight thing.
Well, yeah, well, it's also the moment it hit luxury sedans, like weight went out the window. Who there cares?
And it's funny because when I got my car, I was watching the fuel mileage. Because when I first got, I didn't tell you this, so you can tell that lady was driving like a madman, even
Yes,
if you
she
weren't
was.
behind
Did
her.
you tell them about that?
No,
My God.
What's
I couldn't keep up with her.
What's up?
we
You
were
couldn't
going.
keep up with her.
Well, he
No.
was being careful. We were in Clarksville. The speed limit's 35
Yeah,
on these
careful,
back
20
roads.
over. Careful.
Yeah, the speed limit's
girl.
35 on these back roads. She was going like 70
Jesus.
down these back roads,
Jesus.
and like
And that?
yeah, in my car. And Nate's like, I can't keep up with her. I can't. He's like, there. It's a dark blue Magnum. There's a dark green truck, and then I'm a bright red, fucking noisy ass hatchback. He's like, I can't. It's like I'll get pulled over,
Yeah, they'll ignore the first two and pull him over.
Yeah.
Never get ready.
and then they'll see that he has a cage, no interior, no airbags, a cat delete. His car is just flooded with illegal.
Did you get a cage?
Well, it's technically a roll bar, but yeah.
Okay.
Still. But yeah, I got in it, and when I was driving it home, I was really curious, so I was messing around with the steering wheel controls, and I found how to get to the average MPG. It was getting 13.1.
Jesus.
13.1. And I about shit myself, because I'm like, no. The truck gets 12. We got to be more than 1 MPG better than the truck. And so when I went and put gas in it, I reset it. When I came home that day, I was getting 22 miles to the gallon. And I told my dad about that, and he's like, well, I just got back from Illinois, and I'm getting 23 and a half, and I have a V6. I'm like, Dad, my car weighs literally 1,100 pounds less than yours does. Literally that much lighter. And I have a bigger engine. So my bigger engine is moving a smaller car. Your smaller engine is moving a bigger car.
Yeah. Also, it's like, yeah, sure, luxury sedan. It's nice, but they don't make them for fuel economy. They don't.
No,
They just-
because guess who's driving a luxury sedan? People with money.
Luxurious people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's basically Taurus. They never got good gas mileage.
Well, no, but I mean, it still gets fantastic gas mileage for what it is. I mean, he can get the thing up to 27, like if he's careful with it.
Yeah, that was about max. I think.
Whereas mine gets 35 at the moment, and I can
Hey.
push it up to 40.
I'm impressed with how good that Magnum gets if I'm careful on it.
Fuck
Like
you,
22 miles to the gallon in a Hemi, that's pretty damn good.
I'm getting 28. Fuck you.
Why?
I'm getting 17 right now because I kind of hot rodded my car around a bit. Yeah, I took Nick out for a test drive yesterday.
Did you guys
you know-
have fun?
Dude, it's scary though. Like I was talking about it last night. You know that feeling you get when you pass somebody on the highway and your heartbeat starts to increase because like you go past them and you speed up real fast to get past them and your adrenaline starts pumping. I get that when I give it about half throttle. Like it's scary. And I did find out that ESP button, that's electronic. Well, I think you said it's what, electronic steering package? It's pretty much sport mode. You turn that off and it turns off your stability control and your traction control. I'm not going to push that button. I'm not going to push that
Baby.
button.
Baby.
It's scary. Tyler, it is
Baby.
scary.
He probably won't. Yeah, it's like he probably won't let me drive it because the first thing I'm doing is like get in. It's like, all right, that off. Let's see what this can do.
No, because I don't want it to get totaled out in the first 6 months of owning it.
Let's wait until warmer temperatures.
Nick
so the road...
Nick will be doing it in a parking lot and he'll hit the gas and it'll spin around, whip around, and smack the back end into the light pole. He's gonna be like, that's covered, right? You got insurance on this?" Be like, "Yeah, no, it's totaled." And be like, "I only had the car for 4 months." It's scary. It's fun, but it is frightening to drive. Like, it gets up and goes. Although I do think it's either got a bad tire or a warped brake rotor. Because you remember that noise that I told you about on the test drive? You're like, don't worry about it. It's still there. Like, I'm going down the road and I just hear... I'm like, what the fuck is that?
How's it doing when you're moving or just when you're braking?
It does it both. Which is why I think it's got a shitty tire. I mean, I don't think it's bad. Like, I don't think the tire is, like, immediate replacement bad, but...
They might have just rotated the tires as often as they should.
Also true. Or my dad thinks it could be out of balance.
Yeah. So it's like you
Yeah.
need to
I
go.
think I told you that as well.
You might have. I don't think it's anything significant.
Like I said, when we did the test drive, I told you it's nothing significant. I wouldn't even worry about it.
I mean,
Yeah, because he just did a suspension, so it's not the shock.
no. At least not the front shock.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's got in the back. It's a pretty nice, like... It has some nice features, though, for being 2005. Like, if we take it to dinner tonight, you all will find that there's a significantly larger amount of legroom behind my seat than you would expect. The pedals adjust forward and backwards.
Really?
There's a little switch on the seat that I can actually control the pedals distance from the seat. So I just move the pedals all the way forward, and I can scoot my seat further forward so that the people that sit behind me don't have to jab my spine with their kneecaps. And it's comfortable. Like, it's not bad. It's a little noisy, and it's not like...
It's a wagon. It's supposed to be comfortable.
I'm a car guy, so I don't mind noisy, but it's kind of an annoying noisy, being that it has a V8 right in front of you. When you're going down the road cruising at like 1,200 to 1,800 RPMs, all you hear is... And it's really, really annoying.
That's why I need aftermarket exhaust. I wonder if it... No, never mind.
What?
To say, I wonder if they put a sound composer on it, because that's usually the number one cause of annoying noises.
No, I don't. I think this was before sound composers being like really popular. Like all the exhaust I think you hear is natural exhaust because we stepped on it yesterday and I wasn't.
You don't really.
You don't really hear it. Like it's not one of those tingles your loins. Ooh, that sounds good. Sounds. It just sounds like the car going.
Tingles your loins.
Now
You wouldn't understand.
you're not a car guy, Tyler. But I tell you, when you do start it, it's not what you expect. Like, you expect it to sound like my mom's van when it starts, but it sounds like the truck. You turn the key and it starts, you're like, ooh.
And then you feel the rumble and the car shakes a little bit from the V8 rocking back and forth, and it's like, oh.
It's making a rattling noise from the exhaust right now, too. And I think this cold, like this flash freeze, really just made all my car parts really noisy today. So I'm going to be really annoyed when I drive it to work tomorrow, and everything's just going to be squeaky and clattering and thumping around.
Yeah, because it's going to be like 5 degrees tomorrow.
I also do think, though, I opened the hatch and popped open like that carpet thing where the toolkit's at. And it's got, by the way, 3 layers underneath the fucking the rear floor. So you lift the door up, and then there's like a toolkit with your spare, tools. And then you lift that up, and that's where your battery and your fucking donut is. Like, why can't we just put it all in one spot?
Did you tell them where the antenna is?
Oh, yeah, it's in the window.
In the window?
In the window.
It's in the back window.
You know how you got those the little defroster cords that run through the back windows of cars?
Mm-hmm.
It's in one of those.
Or
Really?
it looks like one of those.
It looks like one of those. You wouldn't be able to tell it if you didn't know where the antenna was. You wouldn't be able to find it.
That's pretty neat.
It is pretty neat. That car is neat for its age. Like, that's stuff that I would expect on cars of today. The adjustable pedals, my dad's car doesn't even have that. And it has, like, every option under the sun. He has lumbar support. He has, 8-way adjustable seats. Doesn't have adjustable pedals. So, I'm looking forward to my
Of car features, I found one on my car just yesterday that I didn't know about.
Oh boy, what's that?
The driver's seat, there's like a little pump on the side so you can lower and raise
Yeah,
the seat.
you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I've had it this whole time. I didn't know that was a thing.
My car has
Every-
The passenger seat doesn't have it, though.
Every car with manual seats has that, at least on the driver's seat.
Well, the only car I've ever had besides that was the Jeep.
The Jeep didn't have that?
No, only doesn't. The Jeep didn't have much at all.
I guess that's fair.
It had power seats.
No, it does not have power seats.
No, his car? No, that's too much electronics.
too much weight.
Yeah.
I think when you get into the power seats, you almost always get heated seats. Like, I'm pretty sure with a package like his, they come together. And I guarantee you probably would have passed up power seats if it meant you
I
had to
didn't
get
want the
heated
powered
seats.
So
My new car has heated seats, which is nice.
I'll tell you what, though, powered seats for factory workers are a pain in the ass.
Oh, I bet.
Because you got a truck going down the line that doesn't have a battery in it, so if you need to move the seat, guess what? You fucking can't.
And let's face it, almost all the new trucks have.
Yes, exactly. Almost, at least 90% of the trucks on the line have the powered seats.
Nice.
So when I need to take a center console out, I have
Later,
to
Nick.
wait until it gets to a power drop, and I have to hook up the power, and I'm trying to work around these people, and there's a fucking... It's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, it's
hate 'em.
my car actually has an ashtray too, which I'm never gonna use. But we didn't notice it. You know the buttons where the power seats are, like the heated seat buttons.
Yeah.
You remember where they were at, right by the shifter, and it had a big RT badge there. If you push that badge, it pops out a cigarette lighter and an ashtray. Again? This literally happened last week, and it's the exact same. It's the exact same message. Hi, my name is Lisa, and I'm making a final attempt to reach you in regards to your student loans. But yeah, it's got an ashtray.
Student loan
It's unusual in a-
Student loan
a car that's from that year.
pre-qualifications.
What'd you say, Nate?
So that's kind of unusual.
Yeah. Back in 2005, when cars actually had ashtrays, and the 12-volt power was for lighting cigarettes. And I was like, originally when I noticed that, I'm like, I'll just use that for spare change. And then I opened the console, and it's got the little thing where you can just stick change down into the little tubes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't need it for change. I don't know what I'll use it for. It's an adventure. I'm waiting for my WeatherTech floor
Use
mats
it
to
for,
come in now.
Maybe
Is
use it as an ashtray. you
Has somebody else
fucking chain
used it as an
smoker.
ashtray?
Mm-mm. It's a no
You can,
smoker car.
Just keep your gum in there.
What do you mean gun? Like
Gum, like
fresh chewed gum?
No, not chewed gum. You savage.
I was just thinking, it's like, well, I don't need this anymore. And it's like,
Gum or cements. Keep in there.
I mean, Or not.
Tic-Tacs. Put some Tic Tacs in there, and if you ever need a Tic Tac, just
Be like, oh, you want a breath mint? Just pop that out. I know it looks like an ashtray, but there's breath mints down there. It's cool. Are they like in the container? No, dude, it's a fucking Tic Tac dispenser. What do you think I'm gonna pour them out into the little tray?
you can get like a sticker that says mint on it.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, your car is mint, man. It's like, no, there's mints in there.
There's mints inside there.
Yeah.
There's one thing I also don't like about it. They put an aftermarket radio in it, and I can't find out how to make that aftermarket radio tell the time.
Darn.
Which is super annoying because like every time I go and look, it's like if it's tuned to 102.3, like I glance over the radio, I'm like, it's 10:30. What? And then I'm like, oh wait, that's the radio station, and I can't find out how to make it different. I can switch it between auxiliary and FM 1, 2, and 3 because we need 3 FM radio settings. But I can't figure out how to make it display my clock. I need to look up the model number of that fucking radio and just see if I can find out how to do it like through the user manual or something online.
Yep. True story.
But I'm probably doing away with that thing anyways.
Look.
What?
Is that 3 or 4?
That's 3.
That's what I thought.
One of the best FPS games in the past, what?
10 years?
10 years? And it's been on a slow decline ever since.
I really thought Battlefield 5 was an enjoyable gameplay experience, but you know.
They shot themselves in their Bigfoot. Not their small foot, but their Bigfoot.
I mean, if you're gonna
Did they
encourage
just have
me,
it locked up in a cage.
if you're gonna
Shot it?
encourage me,
Like, what the fuck?
if you're gonna encourage me to not buy your game,
It's like,
I might finally take your advice.
oh, we fucked up. Might as well just go shoot Bigfoot. All right. Where's the Sasquatch? He just rolls it in on a cage, pulls out a shotgun. Bam!
Such a waste.
Such a waste of a mystical creature.
True story.
It's been a rather uneventful podcast.
Yeah, no, the beginning was pretty electrifying because it was another rage.
I can tell you right about when Anthem comes out, we're going to be raging about it again, I'm sure. Probably negative rage,
Hopefully
but
not.
hopefully positive rage.
Positive rage.
Like we're like, yeah, this is a great game.
This is what the industry should be doing.
Not damn you microtransaction nickel and diming pieces of crap. Which is what I fear it will be. Very, very afraid that will be the case. Everybody's hungry though, and we have a minute left, so I am going to start the closing up. I don't know if I'll be live tonight. If I am, I'm not going to be able to give you all a heads up. The chances are slim because I am tired. Well, I'm not tired, but I have to work early tomorrow morning, and so I want to get sleep because I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, and I didn't get a lot of sleep the night before, so I need to try and catch up tonight. So we'll see what happens. Who knows? But until the next time, thanks for tuning into the LAN Party, and we will be back next Tuesday at 4:30.
Ish.
Ish.